Well, hello and welcome back to our missional equipping series over the month of January. We're talking about what it means to be a disciple through the lens of our bless rhythms. Now, today we are talking about the fourth letter in the bless acronym, which is serving. And not just serving others, but also allowing ourselves to be served. This is kind of an interesting thing to discuss in the church, because oftentimes what we talk about is, hey, we want you to get involved. Why don't you join a life group? Why don't you join a missional community? Why don't you serve with our student ministries, our children's ministries, our tech ministries, our worship ministries? The list just goes on. There's no shortage of ways that you can serve, but it's an interesting dynamic to say, hey, by the way, you need to be served by your community as well. And it's this posture of saying, I don't have it all figured out, which is really important to discipleship too. That's actually the first step in actually learning something, is admitting that you don't know something. And I, a lot of the times, don't know what I don't know. And so it's really helpful to be able to go to the people who are discipling me here at FCC and to have them be aware of maybe what my blind spots are. And for a long time, one of my blind spots was that I wanted to be the person who had all the answers, who was in control. I was the person that people went to for advice, but I had a really hard problem allowing others to serve me. And with my wife being pregnant recently and us having a newborn baby and I myself going through some health concerns in this season, it became very apparent very quickly that I needed help. And that was a point of pride for me that I had to let go of, to be able to say, you know what, I need to let go of this idea that I need to be the one in control. And I need to go to the people in my missional community and say, hey, would you be able to help watch the baby this evening? Because I'm not feeling well and my wife needs to get her homework done. Or, hey, you know what? I know that working on building this crib that I've been putting off for several months is going to be a huge task. I need to make sure that I reach out to the friend who got it for us and offered to put the crib together and say, hey, I think it's about time that we put that crib together. Would you mind helping me? Because I need to be able to put my pride aside and ask for help. And what that does in terms of being missional is taking away this idea that us as Christians have this secret sauce. We have it all figured out. We don't need any help. We are here to be your saviors and to share the gospel with you. But actually, Jesus is the savior, and we're just as much in need of saving as anyone else. And we're just as human as anyone else. And so it actually shows that we are human and that we can be vulnerable. And in return, it actually encourages others to say, oh, it was really vulnerable when Matt asked me for help. I know that I can go and ask for help in return. And that's why service is a give and take. It's, yeah, let me help you with this, but also let me be helped in return. Because we're just people trying to figure out life together. And so we are going to serve each other as we live in community together.